The story of Noah is a significant part of the book of Genesis, chapters 6 through 9, in the Bible. As human civilization grew, people became increasingly wicked. Their hearts were filled with violence, immorality, and corruption. The Bible describes the world's condition. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Genesis 6:5. Seeing this, God regretted creating humankind and decided to wipe out all living beings. However, Noah was different. He was a righteous and blameless man who walked with God. Genesis 6:9. Because of his faithfulness, God chose to spare him and his family. God revealed his plan to Noah, telling him that he would send a massive flood to destroy the earth. However, he instructed Noah to build an ark, a large boat, to protect his family and representatives of all animal species. God explained ark's design and specifications. God also gave instructions on the creatures to be brought into the ark: 7 pairs of clean animals, suitable for sacrifices and food; 1 pair of unclean animals; birds of the sky, creeping things, and all other creatures. Despite never having seen such a flood before, Noah faithfully followed all of God's instructions. This likely took several decades to complete. Once the ark was ready, God commanded Noah to gather his family and the animals into the ark. Who entered the ark? Noah, 600 years old; his wife; his 3 sons, Shem, Ham, and Japheth, and their wives. All animals as instructed. The floodwaters arrive after 7 days. The flood began. On that day, all the springs of the great deep burst forth, and the floodgates of the heavens were opened. Genesis 7:11. Rain fell for 40 days and 40 nights. The waters rose and covered even the highest mountains by about 15 cubits or 22 feet. Every living creature outside the ark perished. The floodwaters remained at their peak for 150 days. After the waters had flooded the earth for 5 months, God sent a wind to make the waters recede. As the flood decreases, the ark comes to rest on Mount Ararat. The waters slowly receded, and after about 7 months, the ark settled on a mountain. Noah sends out a raven. The bird flies back and forth but does not return. Noah sends a dove. The first time it returns because there is no dry land. A week later, Noah sends the dove again. It comes back with an olive leaf, showing that the land is drying. The third time, the dove does not return, indicating that dry land is available. Finally, after 1 full year inside the ark, God tells Noah to come out. After leaving the ark, Noah built an altar and offered sacrifices to God. God was pleased and made a promise. Never again will I curse the ground because of humans, even though every inclination of the human heart is evil from childhood. Genesis 8:21. God made an everlasting covenant with Noah and all living creatures. He would never again destroy the earth by a flood. The rainbow would be a sign of this promise. Whenever the rainbow appears in the clouds, I will see it and remember the everlasting covenant. Genesis 9:16. Noah lived 350 years after the flood, reaching 950 years old. However, there was an incident in Noah's later life. Noah planted a vineyard and became drunk. His son Ham saw him naked in his tent and disrespected him. Noah cursed Ham's son, Canaan, saying his descendants would serve his brothers. He blessed Shem and Japheth for their respect.